This video chart presentation of NavStar Technologies brought to you by OTCShowcase.com. NavStar is a pink sheet listed stock trading our ticker NVSR. See right off, the stock closed up yesterday almost 18%. It's a thinly traded day though, only about 92,000 shares changed hands. Particularly interesting about this chart, it's a nice double bottom pattern. Strong support there around a nickel, even slightly higher, about 5.5 cents. At this point, candles are giving hints it's going to hold that support level again. MACD trending right around zero. A little bit hard to see, but looks like the histogram is about ready to pop through to the north side, telling you a bullish cross could be happening with the MACD. Overall, just a long-term uptrend in the MACD, continually making higher lows, and importantly, holding right there around zero. You want to see the 12 and 26 EMA pop to the north side of zero. It's called breaking the money line. It's a bullish indication if that happens. A little bit of a different look to the PPO, but overall, making higher lows and higher highs, developing a pretty nice upward channel. Something that I always look for in an indicator. ADX also making higher lows, just now moving through 20. Looks like it's trying to move out of a trading pattern and into a true trend. So all I can look for down the road there is try and make some higher highs, develop an upward channel. Right now it's in a pretty nice position to add some strength to some upward direction. 7 MFIs pulled well away from the 14 and 21. And you see that sort of separation. I always look for that 7 to try and recorrect quickly and move back towards the 14 and 21. Those three components don't like to spend a long time trending with a great gap in between them. They typically move a lot closer together. Example, that would be even right through here. 7 starts to pull away, quick correction. Similarly back through here, big separation, snap back upwards. So I look at the 7 MFI start moving its way back towards 14 and 21. Accumulation distribution, similarly making higher lows. Chicken money flow is dropping back down towards zero, but still holding in the green, primarily over the course of this 9 months, most of the time in the green. Telling you that buying pressure is outweighing selling pressure. And it actually looks like it's trying to flatten itself out now, which could be giving hints it's going to roll back upward, which again is a sign of strength. CCI is falling back down near negative 100. It's a pretty large retrace since the stock pulled back from its highs. But again, flatline, giving hints it could be trying to roll back north again. Full Stowe's made a little bit of a turn, still in oversold territory. It looks like some momentum could be trying to come back into this. And the tricks, it's a lagging indicator. It's tough to gauge much from a chart that's made a big move and retraced from the tricks because it simply moves too slow. It's triple exponentially smooth, so it just takes time. What I look for is just hold this sort of level, continue to make higher lows, continue to develop an upward channel. RSIs, yesterday's buying, they've rotated. Now I look for the 7 to break through the 14 and 21, and importantly, I want to see them, much like through here, I want to see them break through the 50 mark, get to the upper half of the indicator. It's a much more bullish indication of things potentially to come. If the RSIs can move to the upper half. See right through here, when they made their break, was right in through this area, and a pretty substantial climb followed. Well, what really caught my eye about this chart is a good support level at a nickel that's been held, and the other support right there around 5.5, I believe that is also held. It's a nice look to a double bottom pattern. I certainly would want to see the nickel mark hold. If it closes below the nickel, there's not any more support in sight until down here around 3.5. And I'd be more apt to believe it's going to test those levels again if the closing price at the end of the day is below the nickel mark. On the upside, a little bit of resistance right there at 0.67, but I see it picking up a little bit, more around 8 cents. It's a pretty substantial percentage climb. Not zoomed in close enough, it's just registering a 7, but I can tell by looking at that that's not actually 7, that's probably around 0.65, 0.66. So it's a more than 20% move to test the first resistance level. Then I'd expect to see more to come in around a dime. I don't really see resistance starting to get a little bit heavier in this until up around this 12.5 cent mark, perhaps even up here around 16. Now obviously that's a huge move, adding a dime a share from where it is. I'm never trying to say it's what's happened immediately, just trying to identify where some resistance points are. And of course the upper end resistance is going to be up here around 25 cents based on the move that happened at the first part of this pattern. That's a run of about 300% to turn this into a true double bottom. That would be where you'd expect from a pattern standpoint the next resistance to be. What I'll be looking for today is see if volume can pick up some, see if it can challenge and take on this first level of resistance. And I'd be looking for an overall reversal in the chart, see if it can push through the 50-day moving average, have the trend show even greater strength by having the MACD start to move back over top of zero, make some higher highs, get the RSI back over top of 50, and on any retrace I want to see it hold that level. Just generally show overall strength of trend and momentum to see if NavStar has indeed found a bottom down here at a nickel and is going to try and reverse course and make the switch into a truly bullish chart. Very interesting though, double bottom patterns can be strong reversal patterns, and for those reasons I believe this chart's one to keep an eye on and see how it performs from here. But as always, it's merely my interpretation of the NVSR chart. I'm not a financial consultant, strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the OTCShowcase.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure. I do not base any investment decisions on anything found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by OTC Showcase, a registered investment advisor, or licensed broker dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.